Coming up, all the goals and all the drama from a nail-biting season for Blues fans. The race to join the Premier League was once again a roller coaster affair. Joe Royle's first full season in charge was destined for the playoffs. It was goals galore as the Blues topped the scoring charts in the First Division. In all, Town hit 91 goals in 52 League and Cup matches. An impressive record that made Portman Road home of the entertainers.
Coochie runs at Walker and still goes. This is Sheffield Coochie, and that is 6-4.
The campaign kicked off with a home match against Reading, with 3 new faces in the starting lineup. Frenchman George Santos, who'd spent the previous season at Grimsby, was the new force in midfield. Ghanaian Drissa Diallo, formerly at Burnley, moved in at the heart of defence. And in goal, Kelvin Davis, the Blues' new signing from Wimbledon, who enjoyed an outstanding debut.
Forster plays Hughes in, he's got away from the defence. Well, Davis has kept it out. The new signing from Wimbledon, the first real test. And he's come up smelling of roses with a fantastic save. Hughes got away, but look at that. Pure reflex. A little 1-2 and that set himself up again. Santos tries something from distance. Goodness me, that couldn't have been far away. To push their luck a little bit. Shaw is through here. Sidwell, he's turned well, and Reading have scored. There's a long, desperate clearance, but it's a good one. Gilton's made a good run up, and he's gone down, and Ipswich could have a penalty. They do in the last minute. A real chance to get out of jail. Tommy Miller. Perfect. And Ipswich have a point.
The Carling Cup began with a home tie against Kidderminster, and the Blues were given a real test. Goalkeeper Stuart Brock proving a rock for the Minnows. That save from Darren Bent, just one of the many that held Town at bay. Bent was simply too hot to handle for the Harriers' defence. But Brock was in stubborn form. When Marcus Bent limped off with 23 minutes of normal time remaining, on came 17-year-old Dean Bowditch. With Town pressing for the winner, the teenager should have wrapped up the contest when he was teed up by Darren Bent. Bowditch thought he'd blown it, but he soon made amends. Just 10 seconds into extra time, and Bowditch responded with his first ever goal for the Blues. Delight for the youngster, and that was enough to earn a place in round 2. Gresty Road was a destination for the season's first away match, and Kelvin Davis kept the scoreline blank at half-time with a super save. After the break, Richard Naylor went close when his effort hit the woodwork. And Pablo Cunago was denied when he rounded goalkeeper Clayton Ince. The Blues' frustration was complete when Kenny Lunt fired home a brilliant free kick. 1-0 to the Railwaymen, the final score. Next up was a home game against Coventry, and the Blues made a promising start.
Santos arrived late in another one of those blockbusters. Could have gone anywhere, and it's gone to Bent, and he's put it to ahead on 16 minutes. Poor defending, but Bent didn't miss his chance. Cunyago! Should have scored.
Then came a Coventry fight back that left the Blues grateful for a point.
there's been plenty of opportunities at both ends. That's a better looking shot, but it may come to Doyle. Just a little trickler of a shot and Coventry are level. You have to watch again. Off the line from Naylor.
Another setback followed at Wigan, where Paul Jewell's newly promoted side took the lead early in the second half. There was nothing to choose between the two sides, until a wicked deflection sent Nathan Ellington's effort beyond the reach of Kelvin Davis. In the fight back that followed, Pablo Cunagu twice went close to rescuing a point, but the Spaniard's best effort was denied by a goal line clearance by Ian Brecken. At home to West Ham, the Blues fell behind to a brilliant goal from Jermaine Defoe.
Connolly. And wide to Defoe. Pass making. And hitting a fantastic shot. Defoe puts West Ham ahead. It's a great goal. Cunyago's layoff it was in the end. A lovely little chip, Cunyago, and good stop from James. It's a better header forward, but wrong direction. Connolly, this is Neil Mellor. Good stop from Davis, but Connolly puts it in. Hammers have a second. Ipswich chasing the game, but time to get back in it. That was a neat touch. Cunyago's trying to get a little bit of chance. Jermaine Wright has got a deflection, it's in! And Ipswich are back in this game.
September began with the arrival of two new faces. Alan Mahon, on loan from Blackburn, and Chris Bart-Williams, also on loan from Charlton. Town badly needed a league win to kickstart the season, but it wasn't going to happen at the Hawthorns, where old boy Thomas Gardzo gave high-flying Albion the opening goal. Town fell further behind when Kelvin Davis failed to hold a Jason Kumas free kick, and Rob Hulse made it 2-0. Hulse hit the target again early in the second half, heading home a corner served up by Kumas. When new boy Alan Mahon served up Richard Naylor's reply 6 minutes later, at last there was something to celebrate for the travelling Town supporters. But any hopes of a comeback were extinguished by an own goal from Drisso Diallo. And Town's third successive defeat leaves Joe Royal's men rock bottom after 6 matches. 3 days later, Town finally got the win they needed.
Samways for Corica, and Corica's back pass puts Walker in trouble. Now, did Walker catch Darren Bent? He did. That's a penalty. Was there contact? Wasn't intentional. Referee Lee Cable thought so. Penalty to Ipswich. From 12 yards, Alan Armstrong. Ipswich lit. First goal of the season for Alan Armstrong. It was a well-taken penalty. Baisley again. And still he goes, and Baisley is tripped. It's a free kick to Walsall. The cross delivered well, equaliser. Jermaine Wright now. Wilness with the cross in towards Darren Bent. There is the goal. The home support simply demanded. It has come from Darren Bent. And James Walker is beaten. Ipswich lead for the second time.
The Blues are off the bottom at the first attempt, and the climb up the table continues against Wimbledon.
Bart-Williams will help it on to Richards. He's in space. He's got Mahon wide on the left. Mahon, left football killed in. Armstrong! Well, he got away from his marker, Alan Armstrong. He gets the applause from the crowd. So congratulations from Darren Bent. Armstrong found himself in space in the 6-yard area, made no mistake, a great ball in from that man who's congratulating him, Alan Marn. Richards found the lone player, Marn killed the ball over, perfect cross, and Armstrong in front of his marker. Corner to Ipswich Town. The ball short to Magilton, now curled across to the far post. Bent nods it down. Oh, and Naylor, he scrambled it over! Richard Naylor with Ipswich Town second. Magilton absolutely delighted. And the striker turned defender hasn't forgotten where the goal is. Well, Santos and Naylor going for the ball. Oh, there's a muddle there. Davis is in no man's land. And Wimbledon have got a goal back. Marn to Jermaine Wright. Marn will chase between the two. Still Alan Marn. Banks backs off onto his line. The ball's across. Kenyago can't get there, but Bent can. It was Marn with the run, split the two defenders. Banks going back off his line. A great ball across. Kenyago can't get there. Bent pushes it away. Bart Williams to Richards. Bowditch. Magilton gives it back to the young striker. He's in space. Oh, and he's taken down. Surely that's a penalty. Kenyago against Banks. And the Spaniard has scored at last. He pats the badge on his chest. Fantastic goal for Kenyago. And maybe he can kickstart his season from here.
The climb up the First Division was underway, but in the Carling Cup, the Blues were hit by another dose of travel sickness. Kelvin Davis did well to keep out Mark Stallard's shot, but Simon Baldry was on hand to give County a second-minute lead. Just 8 minutes into the game, and Alan Marn rattled the upright with a well-struck shot. The home side couldn't clear the danger, and the pressure told when Pablo Cunago was pulled down in the box. It was a Spaniard who got up to take the kick, and he sent the keeper the wrong way to make it 1-1. Just 4 minutes later came the conclusion to a hectic start to the contest, and the tie turned by this challenge from Fabian Vilnius on Mark Stallard. The referee pointed to the spot, and that enabled Stallard to put County in round 3. Before the trip to Watford, the Blues were joined by new recruit Shefki Kuchi, who arrived on loan from Sheffield Wednesday. The Finnish international, who'd make his move permanent a few weeks later, started on the bench, as the Blues concentrated their efforts on moving up the table.
Ball forward, into space, looking for Bent, again headed away. It's fallen to Jermaine Wright! Oh, that was off the upright. Ardley standing over the ball, as is Lee Cook. Town have got 4 in the wall. Oh, Davis gets down well to his right just to turn that around the upright. Corner to Watford. Curled in towards the near post. Back pedalling is Marn. Back across the area, cleared away. Back in from Clark. Oh, it's fallen to Fitzgerald in space, and he puts it away. Watford with the throw, deep in their own half. Oh, that was a good block from Santos. Santos to Magilton. He's pushed it into the path of Kuchi. First touch! Oh, he scores! Kuchi with his first touch of the game. He only joined the side at the team hotel this afternoon, and he scores with his first touch, the Finnish international, and already he's a hero. Magilton with the ball into space. Kuchi one-on-one, right foot, guides it past the keeper. Wilness to Kenyago. Kenyago tricking, it's come out to Magilton! Oh, that's fantastic! Jim Magilton with the chip. He saw Chamberlain off his line, and I can tell you, he meant to do that.
The Blues arrived at the Stadium of Light on the back of 3 straight wins in the league, and hopes of extending that run were lifted when Town took the lead.
Kenyago. Oh, that looks like Bent's goal. It may have got a deflection, but Ipswich take the lead. It's a better looking cross. Breen is arriving. Sunderland level. It's really when the goals go in that they're in trouble. The heads go down. And here's a cross that comes in. It's tucked away by Oster. Only 3 minutes in the second half and Sunderland ahead. As they try to come back, they've got a goal straight away from Naylor. What an equaliser. There's a turn and Cucci couldn't get on it at all. Played in by McCartney. Butler. That's beautifully placed, but even better save from Davis. Down the line, and that really could have been an embarrassing moment for Sunderland. Whitley, good ball wide on the right. Sunderland have got options here if the cross can get in. Davis couldn't keep it out, and Kyle has scored.
The Blues recovered from the setback at Sunderland with the start of a magnificent 5-match winning run.
In by Jim Magilton. Kanyako! A free header in the 6-yard box. An invitation Kanyako could not refuse. Pablo Kanyako with the goal for Ipswich Town. It has been coming. They've had the better spell in the second half. Magilton's corner here, met by Kanyako. Sedgwick. He'll take on Richard Sedgwick, gets a cross in two. It might come for Paul Warne to hit one here, deflects, and Rotherham are level. Well, Warne had the shot, he took a wicked deflection, maybe even off Martin Butler, and Rotherham are level. Here's Chris Bart-Williams now, into Kanyako, back to goal. Chris Bart-Williams, that's a penalty. Bart-Williams was caught late from behind. From 12 yards, it's Pablo Kanyako. Ipswich regain the lead. A second goal for Pablo Kanyako. Goal number 4 of the season for him. Ipswich are back in front, 2-1. Pablo Kanyako at the double.
At Bradford, the Blues were boosted by a match-winning display by Alan Mahon.
Kanyako, he'll knock it down, Mahon will hit the shot in, Alan Mahon scores for Ipswich, and a goal from nothing really. It's the first one Alan Mahon has scored for Ipswich Town on his loan spell from Blackburn Rovers, though there are two in blue shirts just in front of him and in front of the Bradford wall, but it will be Mahon, and an excellent save from Beresford. Flinging himself to his left here, Marlon Beresford makes the best save of the match so far, but it's an Ipswich corner kick. Gray having to act as an extra defender right now. Mahon, flighted ball up here, and there's a shout for a penalty, and the referee's given it as well. It's Kanyako, and a brilliant save by Beresford.
Next came the biggest win of the season, and the Blues move within 6 points of top spot.
Kanyako for Cucci, and now Mahon. Kanyako again. Pablo Kanyako still goes and scores. That's 5 goals for the season now for Pablo Kanyako. He could have gone down for the penalty, but chose to go on and score. And Ipswich score the first goal of the evening through Pablo Kanyako. Here's Magilton. It'll come for Kanyako again. Turns and twists and scores again. A quick-fire double for Pablo Kanyako. He's having a fine old night. double your money in quick-fire fashion. Pablo Cunyago, 2 goals now. Shefki Kuchi. That's a very, very good ball. Alan Marn. And still, Alan Marn, good hit, good save. Back in by Wilnis, and scrambled away. Wilnis again. And volleyed, and 3-0. Ipswich are flying. Wilnis gets the ball back from right, and Wilnis looks to go on. Here's Bart Williams. And again, Chris Bart Williams. It's another one. Pablo Cunyago tells Magilton just to cool things down. There's the corner. An own goal. It's number 5. In off Richard Chaplow. Farrelly. And Camera arriving at a rate of knots. Chaplow. Good Wilnis is there. Chaplow gets the ball from right though. Chaplow for Facey. It's 5-1. Marn with Branch. Away by West. Westlake for Richards. Back for Ian Westlake. His cross might come for Kuchi. Shefki Kuchi. His first goal at Portman Road as an Ipswich Town player makes it 6-1. Well, Shefki Kuchi has worked so hard all night, and he now has his reward.
At home to Stoke, skipper Jim Magilton makes his 200th appearance for the Blues. And the celebrations continue as Town extend their winning run.
Kuchi has got away from Williams here. Ominous this for Stoke in the opening stages. Kuchi setting it up for Marn! That's a fine stop, offside against Cunyago. It's not going to count. The flag is up from the rebound. There's Cunyago. Oh, and Richards arriving. And it was Henry who got back. He's given it to Jermaine Wright, though. Magilton. Richards still in there. Matt Richards fires Ipswich in front. His first senior goal for the club. They are on a roll at the moment. Santos should clear and does. Clark. Oh, just skipped away from Russell, but he still might be able to pull it back. And Andrews is coming in. Oh, it's off both posts incredibly from Keith Andrews. And maybe that is a sign that it's just not meant to be for Stoke City today.
At Selhurst Park, Town showed their strength of character in one of the games of the season.
Home of Crystal Palace, and it's the home side linking the ball into the runner. Oh, and he's put it away. Ipswich Town let the man go through them. Well, Crystal Palace, they don't have huge crowds here at Selhurst Park, but there's a few that have turned out tonight. And Town are all over the place. Clearance away from Naylor, playing in the all-wide, of course, Ipswich Town. And somehow they find their way through. Friedman! Oh, how on earth did that one go in? Magilton with the curler. All the way over. Oh, that's fantastic! The glancing header from Richard Naylor. Coming over to the near post. The slightest of touches. And Berthelin, Cedric Berthelin in the goal. Couldn't get anywhere near it. Naylor the header. And Ipswich Town getting back into this game. Magilton with the free kick. This will be right foot into the danger area. Kuchi finds Jermaine Wright off the post. Oh, and it's Naylor again! Ipswich Town with a second. Naylor, his second of the night. And he still knows where that goal is, doesn't he? Westlake. Richards makes the overlap. Wright finds him, little ball over from Richards into the path of Westlake. Pushes the ball across and Canyago! Pablo Canyago. The slightest of touches from the Spanish striker, but it was enough to guide it past Berthlin in the Palace goal. And Ipswich Town have come from behind and they look very comfortable indeed. Richards with a delicate touch, Westlake continuing his run. The left foot ball guided in from Canyago, and Ipswich Town looking good value for their lead. Palace pushing back though. Popovic finds the number 22 Routledge. Oh, that was clumsy, Tommy Miller. Time ticking down. Oh, and that was a good penalty from Boogie Friedman. Sends his man the wrong way. And can Ipswich get back here in the dying minutes of this game? Almost into injury time, if not in injury time here at Selhurst Park. From the kickoff, Magilton. Bart Williams. Richards. Westlake plays it inside. It's given away, and Palace will chase forward. Oh, good chasing back from Jermaine Wright. Miller, little ball over the top for Cucci to chase onto. The keeper's out. Cucci's got it. It's there for Ipswich Town. 4-3. Ipswich Town. And Shefki Cucci is under a pile of white-shirted Ipswich Town players. Well, what a ball from Miller. If we were cursing him a few minutes ago and he gave the penalty away, my goodness me, what a hero he is now.
Next stop was Preston, where the Blues' unbeaten run was tested when the home side took the lead midway through the first half. Preston were in buoyant mood, having won their 4 previous home matches, and their confidence was boosted by a fortunate breakthrough. David Healy claimed the goal, but Kelvin Davis was disappointed he couldn't keep out the Irishman's header. Town's fightback was finally rewarded 20 minutes from time. A patient build-up ending with Pablo Canyago setting up Fabian Vilnis. The Dutchman clearly taken down from behind just when he was poised to pull the trigger. Up stepped Pablo Canyago, and the Spaniard made it look easy to claim the equaliser. Canyago's 4th successful penalty of the season, making it 1 goal apiece. The Blues were on their way to their 6th unbeaten match in a row, and they almost made it 6 wins out of 6. Richard Naylor denied by a fingertip save from Jonathan Gould. November began with a home match against Gillingham and the end of the Blues' unbeaten run. But the fans still enjoyed a 7-goal thriller.
Heston Taylor for Rod Wallace. Wallace on for Shaw. Shaw's cross stood up well towards Wallace. Off the crossbar and in. Away comes Shefki Cucci now for Ipswich Town. Only Canyago with him. 2 yellow shirts go across to try and stop the cross, but Cucci is mighty strong. Cucci for Ian Westlake. The youngster with his first goal for Ipswich Town, but made by fine work from Shefki Cucci, who takes the plaudits. Richards for Naylor. Naylor, loose ball straight to Heston Taylor. Heston Taylor for Mamadi Sidibe, right on half-time, scores! Richard Naylor under pressure here from Sidibe. Sidibe away from Naylor. No support though for Sidibe. Arriving now from Shaw it is, and Shaw scores. Shefki Cucci. Westlake, and Westlake is fouled by Nicky Southall. Jason Brown who's had a good game so far, aligns his wall. In by Magilton, Kunyago! 3-2. Goal number 9 of his season. Ipswich are right back in this one, thanks to Pablo Kunyago. Wilness now, a line of 3 blue shirts ahead of him. Here's Miller. Miller for Wilness. Wilness will look to get the cross in here, does so. Tommy Miller! 3-3. All square, and Miller, back from injury, is back among the goals. They've come back from 3-1 down to get back on level terms here. Wilness with the hard work to get the ball in for Miller, and a really cool finish from Tommy Miller to make it 3-3, his second goal of the season, his first since the opening day. Miller restores parity. Ipswich 3, Gillingham 3. Wilness given away. Options here for Gillingham. Saunders, 4-3. They've won it right at the death. Mark Saunders, a substitute, sends Gillingham's travelling fans into ecstasy.
At Pride Park, the Blues fell behind to a superb strike from Peter Kennedy. It was the first of 2 stunning goals in first-half injury time. The second, a perfectly executed lob from Danny Dichio. The Blues came storming back when Ian Westlake won a 54th minute penalty. Tommy Miller made it count. And Town still had plenty of time to grab an equaliser. When it came, it was served up by a lovely piece of skill by Jermaine Wright. The Blues midfielder cleverly teeing up Darren Bent to make the final score 2-2. At home to Sheffield United, the Blues served up an impressive display to move back into the playoff places.
Naylor in towards Darren Bent, who flicks on towards Shefki Kuchi, and Kuchi takes the tumble. Referee takes a long look and says penalty. So Shefki Kuchi, on loan from Sheffield Wednesday, scores against Sheffield United. His 4th goal for Ipswich Town. Michael Tong through towards Jack Lester. Wilness has to be careful here. It comes out to Armstrong. Armstrong's cross towards the head of Ashley Ward here. Down for Jack Lester. Super save Kelvin Davis. Michael Brown tries to follow up. And away from Ipswich Town. Magilton. Kuchi. Westlake running on here. Ian Westlake for Ipswich Town. 2-0. He had a goal ruled out in the first half. This time the goal stands. It's his second in successive home games. Ian Westlake makes it 2-0 now. Well, Shefki Kuchi with the first goal. In towards Kuchi again. Darren Bent makes it 3-0. Bent got there and got the final touch and makes it 3-0 for Ipswich Town. Corner taken quickly. Delivery from Miller in, and Bent was there to score his 4th goal of the season and make it 3-0.
Town continued their goal-scoring exploits at Cardiff.
And Sean Thorne combining. In the end, though, give it away to Miller. Substitute with his first touches. Space here for Westlake. Now then, penalty. Tommy Miller's been on the field just seconds. Scores with the penalty that gives Ipswich Town the lead in the first half. Ipswich really looking a very impressive outfit indeed. In swinging corner. That's 2-0. George Santos at the far post. Only passed the fitness tests minutes before this game, but scores his first goal in 40 games. First of the season without saying. And that was a superb piece of finishing by the man from the Cape Verde Islands. Big support for Cardiff City then at this free kick as they look for the crucial score to bring them back into this game. Penalty! Look of disbelief on the faces of the Ipswich players. Ball played in by Langley. The header was a clear one for Santos. Robert Earnshaw then, looking for goal number 100, his second penalty in a week. Such an important score then for Cardiff City. Westlake has gone across to in-swing the ball. Alexander under huge pressure. That's a goal. Chris Spark-Williams is the man who has restored Ipswich's 2-goal advantage. Barker and Gavidan and Gordon in there. Thorne. Another twist then in this game as Peter Thorne gets Cardiff City's second to bring them back again to 3-2.
At the City Ground, the Blues were lifted by a stubborn display by Kelvin Davis.
Bob's cross took a deflection on the way through. And here's Louis Jean. Super save Kelvin Davis from Mathieu Louis Jean. Early scare for Ipswich Town. Bob has Louis Jean here. Louis Jean's cross towards Gareth Taylor. Might come for Gareth Williams. Really good strike. Lots of meat behind the shot from Williams. Wilness will take on Robertson. And now here's Bart Williams. And here's Jermaine Wright. Wright from range. Good strike off the crossbar. Bent is there. And Darren Bent scores. Maybe against the play. It's Ipswich Town who lead. Darren Bent, the goal scorer. After Jermaine Wright's shot went thundering against the crossbar, Bent reacted quickest and tucks the ball away. His 5th goal of the season. It's a smash and grab so far for Ipswich Town. Darren Bent, the goal scorer. Forrest with the corner. Taken short to Andy Reid. Reid makes time for himself and gets the cross in towards King. It'll come here to Gregor Robertson. Reid gets the cross in dangerously. And Westbrook equalises. It wasn't the cleanest finish, but Forrest are back on terms.
The home match with Derby marked the return of John McGreal, back after a year-long battle with injuries that threatened his career. Town celebrated when Darren Bent made the perfect start.
Away by the head of Richard Naylor, and helped on for the chasing Darren Bent here. Bent goes for the lob. That's a dream start for Ipswich Town. Inside the first seconds of the game, Darren Bent maintains his superb recent run of form and scores the opening goal. Quicksilver out of the blocks, lightning fast. Ipswich 1, Derby County 0. Valakari. It's a loose ball and Darren Bent's away here. Kuchi with him in the centre. Darren Bent himself goes for goal. It's an own goal off Yul Mawen. Well, Simo Valakari's back pass began the problems there for Derby County. And after Bent's shot was parried, Yul Mawen scores a bizarre own goal, which gives Ipswich Town a 2-goal lead. Zavagno.
Up towards Tudgate, away by McGreal. Back in there by Boulder for Tudgate. Well, Derby County have a goal back here. There was no offside flag, which Ipswich are appealing for. But Marcus Tudgate has halved the arrears for Derby County.
Town played most of the second half at Millwall with 10 men. George Santos departing after a second yellow card. But a point was well deserved. Millwall's best effort in the final minute, denied by a goal line clearance by Fabian Vilnius.
Jermaine Wright for Fabian Vilnius. He'll keep the ball in play as well. He's done well here, Vilnius. Done really well. Magilton. And now Jermaine Wright, his cross, dangerous one. Bent is there, his header, and Green able to gather. Lots of yellow shirts to aim for here for Mull Wright. Swung in towards McKenzie. Mackay won the head. Here's Mackay again, back in towards McVeigh. Goalkeeper's lost it. Leon McKenzie! On his debut, what a way to start his Norwich career. He opens his account with a goal against Ipswich Town. Free kick taken quickly, Richards for Kenyago. Kenyago on for Darren Bent here, real opportunity, Bent still, turns well, Green beats it away, Magilton in there. Well, a super save from a super young goalkeeper. Green denies Darren Bent. No foul, play on, says Alan Kay. Gary Holt now, Mackenzie ahead of him. Holt will run on though, strong run from Gary Holt this. Roberts to aim for, Mackenzie as well. Here is Leon Mackenzie, his header! It's a dream debut now.
The pre-Christmas disappointments were forgotten on Boxing Day, when the Blues staged a great fight back at Upton Park.
That's not going to really test James. A good throw out to Harewood. He's going to struggle to keep this one in. But he's managed it. Harewood, he's got some options here. Defoe's one of them. Good goal for West Ham. And Harewood's run started it all. They have a good record. Roycer, who scored a winner here not so long ago in the Premiership. May well have been the last Premiership meeting between these two sides at Upton Park. Richards. Kenyago, good one too, he's gone down. Not only has he gone down, it's a penalty. I think it was Horlock's challenge. Kenyago, he's come on as a sub, he's taking the pen, and Ipswich level. James well beaten. Mullins. It's a Boxing Day smash and grab. If Ipswich could make something out of this, that's a nice touch. Kenyago, and they have got options now. Richards. Rice is one of his options. All played in, little flick from Kenyago! He's done it again! And Ipswich have turned defeat into potential victory. And look at this, did he mean it? If so, what a goal. Oh, glorious.
The final match of 2003 provided a setback, despite Town taking an early lead.
There will be swung in from the left-hand side by Magilton. Up goes Kuching, played it by Wright! Jermaine Wright's third goal of the season gives Ipswich the lead. And we've only had 11 minutes on the clock. Corner swung in from Magilton. Up went Kuching, but it was Jermaine Wright following up behind, who steered it in with his right foot into the far corner. Ipswich in front. Borrowdale now for Palace. And now Gray. And Ipswich are stretched here. Johnson, good turn, it's the equaliser. Halati. Butterfield. Richardson's head is caught short, and Davis has come out, and Johnson has capitalised, and Johnson pulls it across. Oh, it's an easy goal for Gray! Wilness. Roycer. Wilness almost ran it away, and he has run into trouble as Johnson goes away here, and he still has it. He's got Gray to his left, Routledge to his right. Julian Gray can finish it here! Great save by Calvin Davis, but Johnson follows up and makes the game safe for Palace.
In the FA Cup, George Burley was back at Portman Road. The former Blues boss, hoping for a change of fortune with struggling Derby County, was given a good reception. But the Blues showed no mercy, and the stalemate was broken within seconds of skipper Jim Magilton coming off the bench early in the second half.
Well, it's Jim Magilton, the club captain, but the fans have let him know how popular it is that he's back on the pitch. Ipswich still looking the better of the two, as Wilness has got himself into a bit of difficulty here. He's going to have a free kick for that. Floated to the far post. Naylor goes up. Great free kick. Yeah, that wasn't much of a ball. He just couldn't get in the clear. At the moment Derby string a few balls together, Ipswich seem to have the running of them. Kenyago, and now Kuchi. Oh, lovely finish from Miller. He almost passed that one into the net. And Ipswich have a cushion, but great work from Kuchi. That's a nice touch from Roycer. Clearance there. And now, a little bit in the clear for Bowditch. Oh dear. Don't know if the referee's going to be showing much restraint here. Joe Royal absolutely incensed by that challenge on Bowditch. Oh dear, an unexpected goal for Kuchi. A dreadful mistake by Grant, but Ipswich have 3 goals.
At Reading, Town went behind when they conceded a 61st minute goal. It was the Route 1 approach when Marcus Hanneman sent Scott Murray on his way. And the perfect cross was neatly headed home by Lloyd Owusu. Owusu's first goal on loan from Sheffield Wednesday. But Town earned a point when John McGreal grabbed an equaliser. McGreal in just the right place to claim a rare goal. Something to celebrate for the travelling fans. Next came a remarkable contest against Crewe. Not since a 10-0 win over Malta's Floriana Valletta in a European Cup match 42 years earlier had so many goals been scored at Portman Road.
Magilton up towards Kenyago. A shot from range, stunning goal, Tommy Miller. As sweet a strike as you will see. Tommy Miller on the score sheet, goal number 6 of his season. He'll score few better. Magilton, that's a super pass for Pablo Kenyago now. Takes on David Wright. And Miller curls one! It's the Tommy Miller show so far. 2 goals of the highest quality, and Miller's got them both. Kenyago's endeavour, Miller's strike, Ipswich Town 2, Crewe Alexandra 0. Another fine goal, that's 7 for Miller's season. Now Lunt, his ball in. Dean Ashton, fantastic goal for Crewe. They are right back in the game. Steve Jones, Dean Ashton, no flag here. Ashton's done well, low ball in, own goal off John McGreal. Jermaine Wright's ball in. Might come for Cucci. And still Cucci for Magilton. Ball won't sit down for him though. Matt Richards with the cross this time. Ince comes off his line, doesn't get there. Shefki Cucci does. It's the flying Finn. It's 3-2. The man who missed a glorious chance to make it 3-1 earlier makes no mistake this time. Tonkin. Tonkin's cross, and Naylor rather scuffs it away. It's gone in again. It's 3-3. Now Miller, the home fans urging their side forward. Pablo Caniago. Jim Magilton. Martin Reusser. Reusser's ball in! Oh, fantastic! Special moment, Martin Reusser. Crossall shot, did he mean it? They don't care. It's Ipswich 4, it's Crewe 3, it's Martin Reusser from the most impossible of angles. Shefki Cucci, Pablo Caniago. Reusser with him. Caniago goes alone and scores another fantastic goal. This game has been a mini goal of the season competition. Caniago went on, got the shot away and scored. The flick is good and it's 5-4. And Crewe pull a goal back through James Robinson. Comes to Kenny Lunt here. Looks to buy time and get the shot away. Here's Neil Sorvell, blocked. And now Caniago can break, and he finds Cucci. Cucci runs at Walker, and still goes. This is Shefki Cucci, and that is 6-4. Well, he can't believe it. Who can? It is Ipswich Town 6, Crewe Alexandra 4. Once again, David Crick just consults the watch and checks, and now blows to end one of the First Division's games of the season. It was balmy, crazy, frankly insane. Shefki Cucci, twice a goal scorer in a game which had 10 goals. The final score, Ipswich Town 6, Crewe Alexandra 4.
It was some game. I mean, to play in it was unbelievable. I've never been involved in anything like that. You know, we've got the 2-goal advantage, then they keep pegging us back, then we go in front again, and then it was unbelievable.
In the fourth round of the Cup, the Blues fell behind on the stroke of half-time.
They've already defeated at the Stadium of Light. With home advantage, maybe things will be better. Well, it's not a good start, and Smith has given Sunderland the lead. And they have a certain confidence about them. It's Thirlwell off. Well, he'll have a free kick here, and it's not a good position. Davis really trying to get the defence organised. Oh, he's built that one, and Arca has made it 2 for Sunderland. Ipswich caught out of the back, Davis particularly. And he won't be pleased when he looks at that one again. Reusser. Another great ball. He's got almost an intuitive link with Caniago. Oh, but here's a goal! And it is Reusser. And he made some ground to get to that. Ipswich have 2 minutes to save this tie. It was a lovely ball back. Great finish. Caniago, but Reusser had made some ground to pick up that ball from Magilton.
Back in the league, Town's away form continued to impress, despite falling behind just before the break. The home side given the lead by Stephen Warnock. Town, unbeaten away from home in 4 months, preserved that proud record with an equaliser just inside the hour. Chris Bart-Williams with the long searching ball, Shefki Cucci with the knockdown, and Ian Westlake cracked the ball past Gavin Ward. A fine strike by the youngster, his third of the season. The home match with Wigan marked the return of Alan Mahon, the popular midfielder signed by the Latics following his loan spell at Portman Road.
Oh, a missed kick by Diallo and he's through! It's Jason Roberts for Wigan! No mistake this time! Wigan are in the lead! A costly error from Diallo gave him a free run on goal. And away by Jarrett. You have to say that goal had been coming. Wigan have made much the better start. Here's Teal. It's a great run. Oh! Almost a fantastic finish as well, but a fine save. Eden. Teal looks to get in behind Richards and does. Ellington! 2-0! All too easy for Wigan. Ipswich need plenty of character to bounce back from this. Here's Teal. Good effort! In off the back of the goalkeeper! Here's Richards. Now Magilton. Chance for Kuchi perhaps. And he's through! There's one back. Shefki Kuchi for Ipswich.
The Blues needed a win to get back on track, and they got it at home to Bradford. 3 points putting Town back in the top 6.
Here's Richards, and he finds Miller. Richards high towards Kuchi, flicks on well for Darren Bent here. Tries to turn, goes back to Shefki Kuchi. Super save, Nico Vasson. And Davis clears long and early towards Bent, who flicks on and finds Shefki Kuchi. Takes it early! Oh, wonderful, wonderful goal from Shefki Kuchi. The Flying Finn with a fabulous goal. Goal of the season, maybe, just maybe, it's from Shefki Kuchi. Kuchi's flick on towards Bent, it's Bauer with a clearance, rather scuffed one though. Might come to Westlake or Miller! He turned so well, but couldn't get the ball beneath the crossbar. But Miller there, his movement and agility deserved a goal. Dean Windass, good turn, strong play. Windass. And now Woolwork, his cross played in. Confusion between Naylor and Wright, and now here's Woolwork, ball deflects, must be an equaliser, and is. Well, a goal simply gifted to Bradford City. Right on the stroke of half-time as well. Ipswich must do it all over again. Shefki Kuchi rose well to flick on towards Bent. And Bent has got away from his man here, there's no foul. Bent towards Kuchi. It's Ian Westlake who scores and makes it 2-1. Ian Westlake restores the lead with a lovely finish. Richards. Shefki Kuchi does work hard for the team. It might reach Magilton here, and does, so now here's Darren Bent. Bent will take on Bauer here, twisting and turning, curls a shot, goalwards! Oh, another fantastic goal! This time it's Darren Bent. He got the curl he wanted and found the net via the post. Darren Bent makes it 3-1.
At Turf Moor, the Blues found themselves chasing the game after conceding 2 goals in the opening half hour.
Blake feeds well. Good stop from Davis, but Little has put it in. And Burnley take the lead. Davis, a great stop. There's nothing he could do. Blake's corner. May! It's 2 for Burnley. Really have got a fantastic record away from home, but it's looking in under threat at the moment as Blake's cross. Well, that's Chaplow! And it's a 3rd for Burnley. They're still Royals men. Their foot will do the talking, and determined they are. Wright's ball. Just can get a decent cross in. Oh, he squeezed it in! Westlake. And Ipswich have something. Could be Ricer or Magilton. It's going to be Ricer. Oh, what a goal! Inch perfect. And Ipswich back in a game. Desperate, those are Burnley fans whistling, but it's not over yet. Glenn Little. It is over now. Robbie Blake makes it 4.
Next came a home match with Preston. And this time Blues fans needed plenty of patience.
Is there any chance though? Jim Magilton forcing himself into the penalty area. So what can Ipswich make out of this? It's Richards. It's a good effort. Another corner then to Ipswich, who haven't done well with set pieces so far. Headed away again this time. Warner's finding Wright. And he could have threaded it through to Miller. He finds Kenyago though. Good turn by Kenyago. Has half the space. And the shot from McGreal. It's a great save. So what can Preston do at this set piece? It's Healy who whips it in. And the header comes in. Brilliant save by Davis. And Richard Creswell, going in where the boots are flying, almost gave Preston the lead. Magilton once again will take the corner kick. Santos trying to get up there. Shot coming in from Westlake. Turned in by Tommy Miller. 20 minutes to go. The deadlock broken by Tommy Miller. Richards. Santos launches this one forward. Should be cleared by Davis, which it is. McGreal. Darren Bent is onside if he keeps this in play. Only 2 to aim for. Bent against Davis. Lovely ball, Wilness. And Westlake. Game over. Ian Westlake makes it 2-0 for Ipswich. And now the fans have something to shout about. A wonderfully created goal by Ipswich players, and Ian Westlake makes it 5 for the season.
At Stoke, the Blues' early possession counted for nothing when the home side won a penalty. George Santos, the guilty man, a misplaced back pass followed by an untidy challenge on Sebastian Svard. Peter Hoekstra made Town pay from the spot, and there was no stopping the home side, who went on to complete their victory on 68 minutes. Adi Akinbaye caught out the Blues' attempt to play him offside, and his clinical execution made the final score 2-0. It was the start of a disappointing 3-match losing streak.
Mark Edworthy. And again the ball given away, both sides nervous. And Miller's ball has found Darren Bent, who takes the shot early and hits the crossbar. For the second time, Ipswich Town hit the frame. Here's Jermaine Wright, his cross, a good one, and Green has to gather with the cap to shield his eyes now from the bright sunlight, and his throw has set Ian Henderson in motion here. Svensson. And Henderson was caught there. The ball played in towards Malky Mackay! In towards Svensson. Shackle was in there as well. Edworthy and Henderson and Damien Francis. There's no flag here. McVeigh. Ian Henderson. Henderson is fouled. And Norwich get a free kick. It's as good as a corner, if not better. It's McVeigh's free kick this time. Shackle's in there. It's Mackay again! He has scored again! And Norwich lead by 2 goals to 0. Wright's corner. Naylor in there, got a shove, did he? Referee says penalty. Miller to halve the deficit here. Scores. It's game on again. It's Miller. It's 2-1. Darren Huckabee. He'll take on Santos. Huckabee. Acceleration here. Gets the cross in, deflects. It's 3.
At home to Millwall, the Blues never recovered after going behind midway through the first half.
Here's Dicchio. And a goal for Millwall. It's Neil Harris, his first touch more or less. And the substitute scores, and Millwall lead. And by Lawrence, towards Dicchio, back across goal. And Magilton should clear here, and does. Ward's header! It's 2! Darren Ward doubles the lead for Millwall. There's the corner, across the face of goal, and Cahill will try and get the ball back into the danger zone here. Does so as well towards Neil Harris. Now Eiffel. Eiffel's cross, a good-looking one as well! It's smuggled away, and the referee says goal. Harris won the header, and Davis here is said to have clawed the ball from behind the line. Harris is second, Millwall's third. Jermaine Wright for Dean Bowditch here, who's made the run. In towards Bent, who must score and has done. The comeback starts here, does it? Darren Bent makes it 3-1 from Dean Bowditch's cross. Ipswich have a lifeline, they are back in this game.
With 8 goals conceded in 3 games, Joe Royle's response was a signing of Matt Elliott, on loan from Leicester. The experienced centre-back made a winning debut against Walsall, thanks to a first-ever hat-trick from Darren Bent.
Only as far as Bowditch, who clips the ball across the bar. It's a chance from the Saddlers, and Jimmy Walker's down, and it's in the back of the net. Jimmy Walker couldn't scramble the ball. He ran out from under his grasp, and Darren Bent was on hand just to tap it in from 5 yards out, with the opening goal just 2 minutes into the second half. Andrew this time loses possession. Here's a chance for Ipswich on the break. It's Darren Bent just outside the box, shoots, and Walker doesn't get down quickly enough. Free kick to the Saddlers, 25 yards out. There are 4 Saddlers on the ball. In it comes, and it's in! Out to Westlake. Saddlers are back now, but Ipswich aren't bothered. They'll settle for 2-1 with Wright. Miller forward in behind, no offside. Here's a chance for Ipswich, and it's a hat-trick for Bent as he scores with time running out. We're on the 90 minutes, and that's the third goal of the game for Bent. The game's all over for the Saddlers now, 3-1.
The Blues also had a hat-trick hero in the next match against Watford.
Sean Dyche has done well coming into the...
Oh! Lenny Pidgley with a horrible howler, and Dean Bowditch pounces to put Ipswich in front. Pidgley seemingly caught out by a bubble, and Bowditch closed in.
We talked about Ipswich games guaranteeing goals this season, and Ipswich v Watford games do the same. There's been 17 in the last 3 meetings. Bowditch trying to release Darren Bent, and now Bowditch is in again. Can he score again? You better believe he can. Hurt himself in the process, but he'll be smiling soon because he's back to brace, and Ipswich chasing a playoff place at 2-0 up. Hardley now setting it up for Paul Devlin. Big chance here for Watford, perhaps. Helgeson in there, and Fitzgerald has turned it in. They've got one back on their stroke of half-time through Scott Fitzgerald. Westlake. Wilness, unaware that Hyde was right next to him. And that's going to get caught up in the wind a bit here. Oh, and Pidgley couldn't get to it, and Dean Bowditch becomes a hat-trick hero at the age of 17. Darren Bent got 3 in midweek. It's his turn this time, but there's more anguish for Lenny Pidgley. Mayo. Mitchell intervenes. Now Bowditch ahead of him. Shefki Kuchi. Here's Jermaine Wright. Time to hit it! Oh! Jermaine Wright caps a glorious day for Ipswich Town.
It's a great finish to a great move. Look at Bowditch again, dropping off at the central defenders, allowing people to get in advance of him, and then Kuchi just squares it across, and it's a great strike from Jermaine Wright. Sets himself up perfectly, but Bowditch sets it up. I know it's only a little pass, allows people to get in advance of him, and look at that strike, clears his feet brilliantly, and this time you can't blame Lenny Pidgley for that one. Straight into the corner of the net.
The winning run continued at Milton Keynes, where more than 3,000 Town fans made their first ever trip to the National Hockey Stadium.
Touch there from Miller. Neat flick. Good turn, a great stop. Important stop from Scott Bevan. Good jump from Magilton. He's done well to get that to right. Well, look at this. Darren Bent. He looked up and he struck a perfect goal. Just a lovely touch from Bowditch. He has looked absolutely fantastic. Oh, wonderful back flick. Kuchi has made it 2 for Ipswich. And what a celebration. Going to do himself some damage with that. But this was wonderful. Great play. And watch this touch. This expert touch from Kuchi. Dear, oh dear. But then they haven't scored that many. But they've got one now. It's Gary Smith. And maybe Wimbledon have a lifeline.
April began with a 5-goal affair against West Brom. It was Tommy Miller's turn to get the goal scoring underway.
In the whole of the Football League, only Plymouth Argyle have scored more goals than Ipswich, but they haven't been able to breach West Brom's dogged and determined defence yet. Richards, Miller might just breach that defence. He does. Tommy Miller scores, and Ipswich strike first in this crunch game affecting the top of the First Division. Horsfield has got the free kick. Inside the last 20 minutes. Kumas! Oh, it is something special from Jason Kumas! The word from the touchline is that Andy Johnson wanted to have a crack at that free kick, but he was overruled by Gary Megson, and when you're overruled by Gary Megson, you know about it, you do what he says.
You stay overruled, believe me.
Dyer. It's going to come to Johnson, although Miller slid in as well. And here is Lloyd Dyer, and West Brom have turned it around just like that. Magilton. Ipswich looking to get their act together again, get to grips with it. Royzer. And Cucci closing in, and Darren Bent has managed to follow up, and Ipswich have grabbed an equaliser, and it's becoming a quite extraordinary game this. It's 2-2 now. Ipswich still might have a big say in the playoff situation. Here's Kumas though. Lee Hughes is calling for it. Can Kumas slip it in? He can! It's Lee Hughes! Horsfield to win it for West Brom!
At Rotherham, a super fight back lifted the Blues into the top 5. Town going a goal behind to a fine solo effort.
A little turn of acceleration's taking him into the area. Good footwork and a great finish. Rotherham are in front. Come away again. And Ipswich desperately need some points today if they're to keep up with the playoff group. Monkhouse, it's a great cross, and what a save from Davis, from Martin Butler. He's really trying to work his way free. Oh, what a strike! What a goal from Jermaine Wright! An incredible finish! A sublime moment. You will not see a ball struck so beautifully as that one. Just need to have more of those. They send the fans home happy. That's Magilton's ball, and it's loose for Ipswich. And they've got 2. Darren Bent again. Does so well on his travels. Again, they've turned it round so well away from home, Town. Oh, another chance, Davis, but it's hit the post. He may have got a touch, but Ipswich can breathe again. Holding on, and may even have a chance to add to that lead. Cucci didn't need any help. What a finish! And it's 3 points for Ipswich.
Next came a crucial showdown with playoff rivals Sunderland.
Richards hits one long towards Cucci. Nice control. Shefki Kuchi. Oh! Well, he holds his head, Shefki Kuchi, because this was a good chance. Here's Robinson. Here goes Ian Westlake. Away from Thornton's challenge and looks to release Darren Bent here. Has he got the pace? Away from the goalkeeper. Referee says penalty. Right on the stroke of half-time. This is Tommy Miller. The man from the northeast scores against Sunderland. Long one towards Kuchi, who rises with Breen. Westlake does well to get the ball to Jermaine Wright here, who skips away from Robinson's tackle. In towards Westlake. Header might fall for Miller. Oster given straight to Darren Bent, who should have scored. Former hero in these parts, Marcus Stewart, once the tractor boy in chief. Now a Sunderland substitute, and he comes on for John Oster. And warm applause from all four sides of the ground for Marcus Stewart, who was a big favourite here and came so close to an England call in Ipswich Town's Premiership season. This is Tommy Miller. He's done well. Now Darren Bent. Bent's pulled back for Miller. Miller still. Back for Bent to seal it. Blocked away. Bent again. Blocked for a second time, for a third time maybe.
Playoff hopes continued to soar with another priceless fight back at Gillingham.
John Hills. Egumang's making the run for him, and Elliott's pulled him down, and it is a penalty. And poor Lewis Price on his debut faces a penalty after 6 minutes, and already picking the ball out the back of the net. Gillingham in the lead. Again, Ipswich surely in with a playoff chance if they can pick up something from today's game. That's a free kick. Chance for Roycer. Whoa, what a strike! Ipswich level. Roycer again, he's been everywhere today. I thought they were going to play a free kick, but Roycer's made the overlap and Richards has found him. It's a teasing cross. Bent! He leapt majestically to head that one right in the corner.
Dean Bowditch was recalled for the home match with Nottingham Forest. But not for the first time, former Blues hero David Johnson proved a thorn in Town's side.
Poor ball out. Useful ball in from Andy Reid. King takes it. This is dangerous. Dave Johnson! He's come back to haunt his former club. Still got over 10 minutes of the first half left. Richards. Bent leaves it for Bowditch. This could be handy. Dean Bowditch goes a goal. What a strike from Dean Bowditch! He's got his side back in it with an absolute beauty. A pat on the head from skipper Jim Magilton. My word, this boy has talent. Ipswich have got lucky. Wilness is carried on. Bowditch gives it to Wilness, leaves it to Bent. Shot just went over. Ipswich look so lively when going forward. Such youthful energy up there. Nice ball from Reid. This is dangerous. Ian Jess. It's a header from Johnson. And almost from nothing, Johnson is there again. Now Marcus Bent, that's a terrible ball from Andy Impey. Racer, Naylor, oh, just wide.
With playoff hopes still in the balance, Town needed to avoid defeat in the season's penultimate match at Bramall Lane.
McGreal. Oh, and Magilton. And here's Naylor with a chance. What a save from Paddy Kenny, reacted well, and Westlake hits the post. Sheffield United having a spell now. Tong. Oh, it's a penalty. Wilness with the challenge.
No doubt about it. Look at him, he's complaining, but he sticks out a leg. No doubt about it.
Bramall Lane pauses for breath. It's a monumental kick for Andy Gray. And Sheffield United are ahead in this vital showdown for the playoffs. Under from McGreal. Ipswich unbeaten in their last 15 league meetings with Sheffield United, but they are in need of rescuing here with 20 minutes to go. Richards sliding it through. It's Westlake. It is 1-1. Westlake to the rescue. Ipswich level. Morgan out towards Unlove. Jagielka. Unlove. Chance to have a run. Oh, and it's going to come kindly here to Gray. And he looks to set it up. Oh! And Jagielka very nearly put Sheffield United back in front.
The point at Bramall Lane meant Town needed a win in the final match to make certain of a playoff place. It turned out to be a nail-biting afternoon.
Croft for Bullock. Earnshaw. Langley now sets it up for Croft. Cardiff giving a good account of themselves. And Bullock in there. Oh, and a Lees header just spurted wide. Here's Magilton. Cucci decided to go for the driller. Oh, Langley's lost it to Richards. And Shefki Cucci's going to have another go. Oh! Fabulous finish. Shefki Cucci shows the way as Ipswich look to secure a playoff place. Like a handball, that doesn't matter anyway. Cucci's in again, looking for a quick second. He might set it up here for Bent. Good save from Margetson, but Westlake's coming in, and that's been smothered by Croft. John Robinson. Good ball, that. Westlake only able to hold it up a bit. Here's Earnshaw. Heather Lively. Richard Langley. Cardiff looking for an equaliser. It's down by Lee, and Bullock hits it straight at Kelvin Davis. Croft. Langley. Earnshaw. This is Boland. This is Robinson. And this is going to be Vidmar. And this is promising for Cardiff. Vidmar sold Wilness. Oh, and it's been deflected in. It was Bullock's header, and the Ipswich fans cannot believe it. A major setback for them. Westlake now to Jermaine Wright. Tommy Miller. Richard Naylor. And Margetson will take that. It is all over at Portman Road.
We can confirm we're in the playoffs.
With Palace and Wigan both failing to win their final match, Town held on to claim 5th spot and an all-important place in the playoffs. A great achievement by Joe Royal's men after a slow start to the season. The Blues reward a playoff semi-final against West Ham and a full house at Portman Road for the first leg. With high expectations and passionate support on both sides, there was a great atmosphere as the two teams emerged for a thrilling contest.
Westlake. Right. Now Darren Bent. Highwater coming a very long way. Didn't get there. Acute angle, but he sent it back for Westlake. And Andy Melville was the man on the line. And what a let-off from Melville and West Ham. Approaching the half-hour mark. Magilton sent it in, and Richard Naylor was onside. It's been football at a very high tempo, and Etherington escaping from Wilness, and back here for Zamora, but it's straight at Davis. Magilton sent it back to Jermaine Wright, and it skipped off the side netting, a venomous volley. Intercepted first time, but not second. Here is Darren Bent. Westlake wants it, but he's tried to pick out Magilton. And Christian Daly able to clear. Jermaine Wright. And he finds Naylor. And surely Darren Bent scores! A goal that most definitely been coming. It's come for Ipswich Town. It's come for Darren Bent. There's a fair bit of jostling going on in there as usual. Carrick takes. Good save. Kelvin Davis.
It's a great save, because what they do, Ipswich, they drop right on top of their goalkeeper. As you said about that movement, Ian, they were just jostling and moving around, and eventually got themselves right on top of their goalkeeper, and he watched that ball very carefully.
Lomas's long throw is effective, and McAnuff found his route to goal blocked, but here's Lomas to try again. That's crafty, and Kelvin Davis has done very, very, very well again.
In the second leg at Upton Park, the Blues emerged to a cauldron of noise. Town fans well represented in the packed stadium, but the Hammers had the advantage of majority support. The stage was set for an evening of raw emotion.
Good clearance and a flick on from Bent, who was floored then. But he's in with a chance here, Bent! Just wide! First real chance for either side. Carrick wants to take it quickly. Etherington is in a good position. Pushed wide. Lomas! Strikes the crossbar. And Repka wants to keep it in. He's got Harewood overlapping with him. Harewood has done well. A great tackle. But it'll still come for Repka. Connolly. Must be a goal. What a save from Davis. Zamora cannot believe it. Davis, a world-class save. Surely no chance, and yet he still kept it out. That's a better cross, but oh, it could be Daly. Davis, another brilliant save. All the guns up for West Ham. Plays it short. Etherington. Oh, what a shot! And hammers a level in the tie. Davis had no chance. Carrick the short corner. Etherington the clinical finish. Both these sides, the division they deserve to get out of. Only one can make it through to the final though. Connolly, how did he miss? Yet another corner. Daly. It's incredible, it's gone in. And Pardew being mobbed by the fans. As Hammers ahead in the tie for the first time. Joe Royle contemplates exit from the playoffs. Ipswich, one last effort. Headed out. Westlake off the post. It's not going to be Ipswich's night. How unlucky can you get? A magnificent throw. And Westlake did everything right. Shot came back off the post. It was just going away but curling back. It's the final chance. Davis has come up. But it's all over. And West Ham are in the final. And Ipswich will have to wait another year. A look of anguish and a long journey back for these excellent fans who've given great support for their side. Rio Coco speaking to Darren Bent, commiserating with him. It's been a wonderful evening, but there could only be one winner, and tonight it's West Ham.
The Blues denied, but Joe Royle's team so close to keeping their dream alive. The difference between success and failure, once again such a narrow margin. Blues certainly made their mark on a dramatic season. Great goals, great memories, and great hopes for the new generation of Town's emerging talent.